My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read my writing and to see my latest CNN appearances and my MSNBC and RT appearances, you can go to hagoodman.com. I'll be starting a new publication February 1st. You're going to love it. Daily news. A couple hours ago, President Trump's Muslim ban excludes countries linked to his sprawling business empire. Very interesting article. It's below. If you're trying to drain the swamp, you want to make sure that you don't elect people who put their business interests or their foundation interests or other interests ahead of the American people. So even if you disagree with me politically, I'm not in favor, I disagree with Trump's ban on these countries. But what's interesting is that he doesn't ban the countries, number one, linked to his business enterprises or business empire, and number two, countries that actually are linked to terrorism that has obviously affected the United States of America. So I'll read you. President Trump's Muslim ban excludes countries linked to his sprawling business empire. President Trump's most recent executive order effectively bans citizens of 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the U.S. for at least 90 days, but some Muslim countries were spared from the order's blacklist, even though they have deep-seated ties to terrorism. So we know that Hillary Clinton admitted in the WikiLeaks Podesta emails that Saudi Arabia has links to funding IS. Conspicuously, Trump doesn't hold any business interests in any of the countries on the list, but holds major stakes in several of those excluded from it. Friday's executive order signed at the Pentagon suspends the issuing of U.S. visas or travel permits to people from Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. First of all, it wasn't easy for a person in Somalia or Yemen or Iraq to get a visa to come to the U.S. anyway, even before the ban. What's interesting, though, is that these countries, many of these countries, are completely destroyed or have suffered greatly because of our foreign policy. So we completely destroy these countries because of our foreign policy inadvertently. There's blowback. There's unintended consequences. We don't mean to. We want to bring democracy to them, but it just didn't happen. So by one estimate in Iraq, 500,000 people gone because of the Iraq war. But I'll read you, not a single American was killed on U.S. soil by citizens from any of those countries between 1975 and 2015, according to statistics tallied by the conservative leading Cato Institute. We're banning people from countries that aren't linked to terrorism on our soil. However, the same set of statistics show that nearly 3,000 Americans were killed by citizens from Saudi Arabia and other countries that are not on the list. How on earth does that make sense? If you're President Trump, or if you're a conservative, or if you're a Republican, and you love this decision, how does it not make sense to also ban Saudi Arabia? To not ban Saudi Arabia, but ban people from Yemen. That's Saudi Arabia and Yemen. Look at the map. Anyway, yet people from those 4 countries are still welcome to apply for U.S. visas and travel permits. We know that oil runs the world. Obviously, in addition to the interests in oil, there's also likely a conflict of interest with Trump's business empire. In a striking parallel, Trump's sprawling business empire, which he has refused to rescind ownership of, holds multi-million-dollar licensing and development deals in all of the countries that are excluded from the Muslim ban travel list. If you are conservative and you watch this channel, give me your thoughts below. Am I off base? Am I completely wrong? Do I make some good points, but I'm still, a crazy Bernie voter? Give me your thoughts below. Is there a conflict of interest here? Why isn't he banning people from countries that are linked to IS? Well, I mean, the other countries he banned, yeah, but that are linked to people like the people associated with September 11th. Why isn't he banning people from those countries? Give me your thoughts below. And why is it that the countries that are not on the list also have business ties to Donald Trump. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much for listening.